All right, looks like we're live. Gonna check out this stuff real quick. All right, YouTube says we're live, and I see the mug, and let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Coin Logic TV, where we are looking logically at crypto assets. This is our first live stream, and I am your host, the Logical Dude, your favorite van life living crypto investing digital nomad. Hope all is going well today. This is really just a test run for our live stream, so I'm going to be doing our Friday market update today like this. Going to actually try to schedule it where I'm going to start going live Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays here on CoinLogic TV at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that would be 1 o'clock Eastern Time. That would be 12 o'clock Central Time. That would be 11 o'clock Mountain Time. And then 10 o'clock Pacific Time is when, because I'm on the Pacific coast of the United States in the state of Oregon, and that's when I want to go online. So, yeah, what's going on? I'm going to be trying out the whole live stream thing. Hopefully it makes it a little more of a natural flow where I feel like I just don't have to worry about messing up. But what you guys may get is some of the outside surroundings, because I am a nomad. I do live in a van. I am parked at a public park using public Wi-Fi so to bring you guys the stream. So you may hear some occasional environmental surroundings. So it is what it is. That's just life when you don't have a studio. But my van's cool because it actually it's basically like a sound booth on the inside. So if I were to close up all the windows, it's virtually soundproof at that point. But it gets kind of hot. So here we are. So anyway, guys, it's Friday. Bitcoin ETF day, or the Bitcoin Futures ETF, launched on the Nasdaq today, and lo and behold, the price dumps down. So a couple of days ago, as we all saw, the price went up to around $67,000, hit all-time highs, and then sharply came right back down a couple of days later. So currently we're sitting at 60,000. I don't like that 66602, but it is what it is. Ethereum's sitting around 39.62 after going up and basically touching its all-time high as well, but it has since retraced down. Binance Coin jumped up over 500 at one point. It's back down to around 478. Polygon is at 151. We've got Cosmos at 33, almost $34 there. So, and let's scroll on down the way. We got Stellar at 37 cents, Pancake Swap at 1976. XO has actually been doing well. It's been one of our better performers in the portfolio at 3.4% gains over the last 24 hours. It has risen up to $2.34. So that's nice. Thinking about making a trade for Nexo, or from Nexo into some Bitcoin. But anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to do that yet or just hold what I got. The basic attention token is up to almost 70 cents. We've got Osmosis at $4.50, Hive at 76 cents, and our Auto Farm token is at $11.82.30. So that is kind of the roundabout CoinLogic index that you can find here on coin-logic.com. Down below, you can find some awesome curated articles from some different members of the Hive blockchain, as well as our own post here on CoinLogic, as you know, as well as my post on the Logical Dude account as well. So if you don't know what the Hive blockchain is, you're watching this apparently, you know, if you're watching the live stream I'm on YouTube right now. I'm going to learn Restream so that I can try to get out there on like Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all the live stream stuff. And then eventually I will get on Vim, which is Hive's live streaming platform. And hopefully one day 3Speak will have live stream going on. But the replay will be on 3speak.tv, which is Hive's video platform. So come and check that out after the stream is over. So you will find it there as well on Hive. Right now we're broadcasting on YouTube, where we would love a like and subscribe. Just trying to build the channel up here. We only got a few subscribers, so please send us a little love down the way. Love to gain our audience up. Trying to get better every single video. So let's move along right over here to the CoinLogic trending page, where we have the top 10 gainers of the top 100. Looks like we've got some altcoins that are starting to run. Thorchain came back online today and is pumped up to right at 17% over the last 24 hours. OKB is up 16.5%. Phantom's up 13.3%. Curve Dow is up almost 12%. Ravencoin's up almost 11.5%. Beta Network's up 10.67%. Elron is up 8.85%. Beta Fuel is up 8.72%. Avalanche is up 8.54%. And Huobi token is up 8.32%. And that is your top 10 gainers of the top 100. Today, the top 10 losers of the top 100, we have got Spell token down 6.78%, Quantum down 5.2%, Celsius down 4.75%, Cello token is down 4.74%, Near token's down 4.72%, Amise Go Network's down 4.3%, the Graph is down 4.2%, Flow's down 3.93%, Ethereum Classic is down 3.69%, and Bitcoin Cash ABC is down 3.58%. We've got our top 10 by market cap, which we've got, of course, Bitcoin, Ethereum. Binance Coin keeps doing the dance with Tether for the number 3 spot. So they've got the number 3 spot right now. We got Tether at number 4, Cardano at number 5, Solana's back up to number 6, while we've got XRP and Polkadot, Dogecoin, and USDC coin rounding out the top 10 by market cap. And our top 10 by volume, Tether, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash running some high volume today. We've got Solana, Binance Dollar, XRP, USDC coin, Polkadot, and Cardano. Fear and Greed Index, we're in some greedy territory at a 75. Our Bitcoin dominance has definitely dropped since our last update. We're down 45 to 245.35%. Hey, you guys are getting the raw stuff on the live stream. Normally, I would have probably cut that and either kept going or just started over. But I like the live stream, so we'll keep it a little natural. All right, so that's what the Bitcoin dominance is currently looking at, which means altcoins may be starting to try to take a little bit of a run while Bitcoin's down. But we'll just see where Bitcoin is going to find some support and if it's going to relaunch and take off again. If so, you're going to need to watch out for your alt trades because you might get a little wrecked if Bitcoin decides it's going to launch up again. So let's actually go and take a look at some of those charts today before we get into talking about this Bitcoin Futures ETF. All right, so we can see here that Bitcoin is definitely down. We're at $60,420 currently at the time of making this live stream. We've broken below this line, this bit of support right here, which before fed as some resistance. So we've definitely broken back below that. Looking like it's going back towards the 20-day moving average. Looks like it's wanting to go back and touch that, which is actually not all that unhealthy. You can see down here on the market cipher indicators, well, this is the Fu Manchu market cipher indicator. It's the free version that's out there on TradingView, not the overpriced version from CryptoFace. But yeah, so this is free. Go out there, go get it. It's called the Fu Manchu cipher or market cipher, and go look that up, and you can add it right here to your chart. It's the best indicator out there on because it incorporates several different indicators really kind of all into one. So our RSI has been a little overheated as it's been now, so now it's actually down into kind of the neutral range. So we've dropped out of that overheated territory. Our momentum is definitely on a decline. Money flow is definitely on a decline, and our VWAP, which is the volume weighted average price, that is definitely on a decline as well. So be looking out for maybe some consolidation, a little bit of a recorrection after we hit that all-time high for the next few days before we possibly go for a launch up. Thinking something kind of along the lines of this, maybe find some support, because this line right here is actually right at around the 0.32 Fibonacci level. But yeah, see, that's kind of my thought process, what might happen. May actually go a little bit lower before we go up. Who knows? So we'll just have to see how that goes. But let's go and take a look real quick at Hive, because Hive, as you guys know, is one of my favorite tokens. It's actually my biggest holding. And again, that's where we're going to be posting the replay of this. And soon we'll be doing some live streaming directly on Hive through vim.tv. But come and check out the Hive blockchain. So where we don't have any censorship, your username is your wallet address. Own your keys, you own your data, you own part of the network, you stake in the network, you become basically a staking member. You can vote on posts, you can earn on your voting and your curation and that kind of thing. You can also have a voice in the governance. So you can go and vote for the block producers, vote for the witnesses. I mean, that's what we call our block producers or witnesses. You can go and vote for the ones that you support and try to get them pushed up into the top 20. So that's, it's really, delegated proof of stake has been under fire. You know, we had an awesome test of it over a year and a half ago at this point when we forked off of the Steam blockchain and created Hive, brought the entire community with us basically, and all the good apps. We've got so many things being built on top of it. It was really a test of strength to see that true decentralized governments can work. So come check out Hive. It's the future of Web 3.0. I mean, we can work in conglomeration with different blockchains as well, but yeah, come check us out. It's a really awesome place to be. So Hive, since its big run up, which happens occasionally, we got a group of whales that'll come and pump up the price, but then it comes back down, and we have actually been settling in a nice range around 75, 76 cents. I'm definitely not opposed to that little consolidation range here. But if you see, we might be looking at a turn up pretty soon on our momentum, because the little white range here on this momentum indicator is starting to tighten up. And then once it tightens up and closes, that's when it's going to flash a buy signal and have a turn up. So that's going to indicate a change in the trend. So that's what I'm looking for currently, is a change in this trend here. It's just been kind of consolidating for the past week and a half, something like that. So, but Hive is definitely strong. It stays stable. It's one of the most overlooked and underrated blockchains in the entire space. So come and check it out. Well, let's go to my next largest holding, which is going to be BNB. BNB I use a lot in DeFi. That's basically all I'm using for DeFi right now is the Binance Smart Chain platforms, using Cub DeFi, using Auto Farm, and using Pancake Swap. And then I've created a DAO that I'm going to be using for myself and my kids, kind of as an investment platform kind of thing for the three of us. But I'm waiting for the version 2 to officially launch from XDAO, which is the company that, or the platform that I'm built my DAO on. Once their version 2 launches, then I'm going to be launching the CoinLogic Investment Club. Really excited to get this going, get this off the ground. And so you guys can come and invest with us, and we're going to manage it. Or actually, it can really be just community managed. So you can get out there, we submit votes. It'll be 72-hour vote period, for different things. Members can come in and we'll be able to vote. So it'll be a really cool setup. So really excited to get that going, but that'll be coming in a couple of months. So really excited about doing that. We're going to be doing that on Binance Smart Chain and possibly Polygon as well. We might do a 2-stager on Polygon. All right. So let's have a quick look at Ethereum real quick. So Ethereum has ran up and it tapped its all-time high. Didn't go over it, just tapped it and came back down real abruptly, just kind of like Bitcoin did almost in a way. So you do have the flashing sell signal here on our momentum. And we do have our volume weighted index pointing down. Money flow starting to take a turn down. RSI is definitely cooling off. So it may be time, maybe time for Ethereum to kind of calm down. I'm thinking it may come back down to around this range, then bounce up and keep going. That's definitely a possibility before we go and breaking through again. If you go and look at Ethereum versus Bitcoin, though, you can see that we've had this really long extended channel basically. So let's let me see if I can grab this. Okay. Yeah, we kind of have this like long extended channel here. Yeah, there we go. Get rid of that. Basically a broadening, like a falling, broadening wedge, which is actually a bullish indicator. So this may be indicating here that, and with the falling Bitcoin dominance here, this may be time for the altcoins to take a run over Bitcoin. So if you look down here, we've got some bullish divergence going on because our price action was falling, but our momentum was starting to increase. Our money flow was starting to increase. All that was starting to increase, and that's creating some bullish divergence in the momentum. So we could be looking at a turnaround for altcoins. So it may be just getting into that cycle to where you're going to need to roll out a Bitcoin into Ethereum or into, some of the higher cap altcoins, that kind of thing. In my Nexo account is where I'm probably going to make that trade. I'm probably going to flip all of my Bitcoin into Ethereum. And once this breaks this wedge, so it has to break out of this wedge for me to be able to jump into that. So that's what I'm looking at right now, just waiting on that initial breakout to happen. So kind of waiting to see what Bitcoin's going to do once it, kind of settles down and see if it's going to drop any lower. If it drops any lower, it may be a good indication to make that flip, but I'm just playing it safe. I'm waiting for confirmation. I'm going to wait for that breakout on this wedge here. So once we break out of the wedge is probably when I'm going to go and flip from Bitcoin into Ethereum and ride that up, then flip it back into Bitcoin. Or possibly at that point in time, I may just happen to flip into stablecoin. So either way. So just whatever I got to do to stabilize that account, because the Nexo account I use as a credit line for the businesses, and if I need to pay bills, that kind of thing, I use that as a credit line, and then I just pay the credit line back. That's how I use my crypto, but I don't actually sell it, and it can kind of stay tax free, that kind of thing. That's how I run that. So anyway, that's what's going on with the markets right now. I am wanting to go and take a look real quick over at this article from decrypt.co, which you can actually come over here and find on the CoinLogic News Center. We've got 4 of the top news sources out there. Today, they're, aside from A&B Crypto, which has got some really good analysis articles, a lot of the other ones are really kind of just echo chambers at this point in time, and most of them are talking about the Valkyrie launches second Bitcoin Futures ETF in the U.S. So digital asset manager Valkyrie announces the launch of its Bitcoin Futures ETF following approval from the SEC. Valkyrie is launching the second Bitcoin's Future Exchange Traded Fund, or an ETF, in the United States, the company announced on Friday. So they're announcing it today. The first one launched today. So this one is actually the second one that's coming out. So a little misleading on the thumbnail there, guys. Sorry. So Valkyrie's Bitcoin Strategy ETF is set to trade on the Nasdaq under the ticker BTF. I don't know, this is the one that's talking about. Okay. And will track the value of the CME Bitcoin's futures, Chicago Mercantile Exchange. So futures contracts are financial contracts that value of which depends on or is derived from the underlying reference asset. In the case of Bitcoin futures, the underlying reference asset is Bitcoin. The approval of the ETFs based on the CME Bitcoin's futures is a positive development for the broader Bitcoin ecosystem and a reflection of the strong growth in client demand for exposure to Bitcoin, said Tim Court, global head of equity index and alternative investment products at the CME. According to McCourt, the introduction of Bitcoin's futures ETF marks an important milestone for crypto's derivatives and will be highly complementary to futures, creating new opportunities for a broad array of institutional and retail investors. So what this might actually do is give people an opportunity to trade, like margin trade or like options trade on like Robinhood or something like that. So that may open up, it's going to open up a bunch of derivatives. It's really just ETFs are really just for Wall Street and for the people that are too scared to actually get into crypto themselves. If you are truly wanting to invest in cryptocurrencies, you really need to just buy crypto. Learn how to use wallets, learn how to protect your own money, learn how to be your own bank. Because these future exchanges, these are just like basically paper contracts. They're going to manipulate the price using the futures contracts just like they do with gold and just like they do with silver. Really, the S&P 500 and any other stocks that they want to do it with. But seems to be that commodities are a little bit more manipulatable. So yeah, I've never been one that has been big and keen on the idea of an ETF for Bitcoin. I don't feel Bitcoin needs an ETF. Bitcoin is Bitcoin. Same thing with, Ethereum or anything like that. Yeah, you can build derivatives of stuff on top of Ethereum. That would be really cool. But I think I think basically that's just their way of ruining our system, or trying to come in and ruin our system, or take control over it. Is really what it is. Just take control and be able to manipulate the price. But, that's why I said, that's why the thing is, not your keys, not your crypto. That's why I only put so much in the Nexo account, because, for the credit line kind of situation, because I understand that risk. But the rest of it is all in, private key held wallets. Even if it's all in smart contracts, it's all controlled by my private keys. So that's what I like about actually holding crypto versus doing something like trading these ETF futures or something like that. So, but I'll check it out for sure. We'll look at it, see if they launch out on Robinhood or something like that, and see if, we can get into some options trades at some point, just to show how it works, that kind of thing. But not really interested in going at it right now. It's had a little rain start. I don't know if you guys can hear that or not, but. All right, so anyway, more Bitcoin Futures ETFs are coming. Nashville-based Valkyrie has become the third investment firm to receive corresponding approval from the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, after ProShares and VanEck. The ProShares was the first to launch the Bitcoin Futures ETF on the New York Stock Exchange earlier this week, and did it with success. ProShares Bitcoin Strategy ETF, or BITO, traded 200 million worth of shares in just a matter of 20 minutes. And by the end of trading day on October 19th, nearly $1 billion had been traded. Hot on ProShares' heels is VanEck's Bitcoin Strategy ETF. Sorry about that. If you heard that, people need to learn how to get their exhaust systems fixed on their vehicles. Honestly, that just doesn't sound good. But as life in a public park, I don't have a nice fancy studio or anything, but I don't really want one. I like my life. I like living that nomadic life. I love dealing with crypto, because that is true freedom, guys. Like, I can go anywhere. I can do what I want. I can, at any time that I want, basically. So it's really cool. I like this lifestyle. Anyway, let's get back to talking about this ETF here. Straying off, but that's live streaming. You guys are getting that. So, all right. So VanEck's product will be the same type of ETF, one that gives investors exposure to the world's leading cryptocurrency by allowing them to trade shares that represent contracts betting on the future price of Bitcoin. So this could be a good way for people, especially for those who want to try to trade like margin trading or leverage trading type of thing, but you don't want to deal with KYC on some of these exchanges. Like if you already have a Robinhood account, then that's a good way to go. That may actually be a way that I start trading, leverage trading Bitcoin kind of thing, is by using these ETFs, if they show up like on Robinhood or something like that. Because that would be my way of giving some kind of trading something, for taxes or whatever. Because, honestly, my DEXs and stuff like that, no, unless I get a 1099, they can kiss it. That's really my point of view. Don't ever follow me. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm a dude living in a van talking to you over the internet. So, but not down with all. Not down with. I'm the one of the ones that says taxation and stuff. So I, give them a little bit of trades, that kind of thing. But that may be a good way to kind of trade around using some margin trading or something like that if you're into the stock market. I can see. The one thing that I can see that being a beneficial thing is for people that are scared of the 24-hour markets that cryptocurrency has. So like some people really like the whole 9 to 5 or 8 to 5 trading period time, kind of thing. So that's why people still trade, you know, a lot of people still trade in the stock markets, because you're only working a certain amount of time. Whereas with cryptocurrencies, and those things can go, you're asleep and Bitcoin can do all kind of crazy moves, and you get stopped out of trades that you don't even know what happened. When you wake up the next morning, you're like, what just happened, you know? So, because Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets are a 24-hour market, where the stock markets and that kind of thing are really just like, you know, it's like 8 to 5 kind of thing. Monday, I think they trade Sunday through Friday, I think is what they trade in the CME. I may be wrong about that, but anyway. Yes, I'm definitely going to check it out and just kind of follow along with the ETFs and just see, you know, how they're trading. But, you know, I'm one that I believe in the base asset. I want to hold the base asset. I can trade futures all day long, but it's not something that I'm going to bet on and sit on for a long period of time. I don't want to deal with all that. I would rather hold Bitcoin and then use the ETF trading like up or down using calls or puts to kind of protect and balance balance out stuff. So like, say if Bitcoin goes down, you know, I can put in a put option on Robinhood and my holdings will go down, but I'm still making money on the short kind of thing. So there's ways that you can play it. So, but this is just going to give more institutional investors a way to get in the game, at least get into cryptocurrencies using the traditional methods. I'll probably take a look at that stuff mainly on the Logical Dude channel, because I talk about different ways of making money online and that kind of stuff. So you can also go follow that channel. It's the Logical Dude on Hive. You can come and find me pretty much all over the place. So, anyway, that's going to be it for me today. I'm going to stop this stream. You guys have a great rest of your weekend. Be safe out there. Hope you don't get wrecked over the weekend. Be looking out for some more live streams coming starting Monday. We're going to do a 10 o'clock a.m. Pacific Standard Time right here. CoinLogic TV, another live production of the Monday Market Update. We're going to start doing it like this. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.